YouTube, what's going on YouTube? I'm back with another good video, fellas. I have a video I need you guys to watch. Someone else sent it to me and this proves everything I preach on my channel. Here's the video.
Down and dirty in it, 26.
That's amazing.
Oh,
it's incredible.
It's
really,
hard.
I know. I'm sure.
I mean, the thing that Will and I talk about a lot is the journey. I mean, we started in this at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 22 years old.
It's crazy.
That's why the accountability part really hit for me, because I think you expect your partner to know, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
It's like, well, if you love me, you should know.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you love me,
You should be able to read
you
my
should
mind.
read my mind.
Fellas, bruv, I can't preach this enough. This video proves two things. It proves, one, what I've always preached. Women like that good digging. Women want to be fucked right. Sex is important in every relationship. No matter what women tell you, you got to be able to dig that gut right. Sex is crucial in your relationship. Oh, when the woman tells you, oh, the sex doesn't really matter, or when she gets annoyed when you bring up sex, it's because she hasn't been dug right in the past. She hasn't had a good sexual encounter. So to her, in her mind, every guy is shit at sex. In her mind, a lot of guys don't know what they're doing in the bedroom. Or they're just trying to comfort you and tell you, oh, the sex doesn't matter because she knows your dick game is trash. Women like good sex. Even when they get into marriages, relationships, with the guy who isn't digging them right, but he does other things, they will try to firm it for a while. They will try to go through that relationship, go through that sexless marriage for a while, in hoping that your other attributes, other things you do can make up for the sex, but it cannot, because when a woman isn't being dug right, that tension starts to build up. And then she sees that young boy, that fly young boy who dresses nice, smells good, and is in shape. And then her pussy starts throbbing. Her thighs start tingling. That young boy has caught her eye, caught her attention. And then now she's starting to look at him a bit harder. He starts to look good in her eyes. That young boy starts to make her laugh, starts to make her smile. And then you know the story from there. It proves that a lot of guys out there, we live in a society where when you talk about sex, when you try to preach about sex, guys don't want to hear it. It's like it's a taboo. You talk about sex and people start reporting your shit. We live in a generation where we've always lived in a generation where sex has always been important. It also shows that guys need to take time and learn how to have sex. I've always said, Kevin Gates said it in the interview, $1 million worth of game. I go into sex trying to please a woman. That's how we as men, that's how we have to see it. You have to go in there and try to dig those guts right. Try to make her come. It's important. And when I've said this in the past, I had a bunch of guys commenting, oh, I don't really care. I'm just trying to bust my nut off. I don't care. This is that. Bro, you should care. Your rep is in these streets. How you dig women out is in these streets. Because women talk. how you're piping her, other women are gonna hear it. So if you're giving trash dick and you don't care, other women are gonna hear that. Deadbeat, you're a deadbeat. So when I fuck, I'm trying to take your soul. When I fuck, I'm trying to ruin you. It goes to show guys don't take time to understand their partner, understand their partner's sexual needs. And it goes to show lack of communication ruins a lot of good things. That brother isn't digging your guts right, but you don't tell him that. Oh, it's the motion in the ocean. Oh, he's not digging me right? Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna teach him. You're saying all of that. Oh, he's not doing this right. But you're not telling him that. You're telling me. You're telling the guy who's fucking you right that your man isn't digging you right. We have a lot of relationships where a lot of guys think that they're doing a good job, that they're pleasing that woman. But deep down, you're only fucking her for 2 minutes, she's not satisfied. Deep down in her, her pussy is still tingling after you fucked her. You've not made her grown. You fucked her and she's still able to get up and talk fine. She's talking all right. Her words aren't jumbled up because you're not digging her right. But she's not telling you that. She's not communicating that with you. But in your mind, you think you're doing a good job. And then her friends start to talk in her ears. What? He's not digging you right? Tyrone is digging me right. Oh, I love Tyrone. Tyrone makes me feel good. And then they start talking in her ears and she starts looking at you. Why isn't he doing me right? Why isn't he pleasing me? I wish I had a man like Tyrone. And then her girls start telling her, you need to get rid of him. Oh, check him out. He's checking you out. And then she's looking at that young boy. She's looking at that guy who has the charisma, who smells good, who's wavy as fuck, who has that supreme confidence. And then her friends start yapping in her ears, telling her to leave you. And then she's left you. And then her friends tell her, let's go out tonight. Let's go to the club. Let's go to the bar. Let's go out for drinks. And then she meets the other guy. The other guy is smooth as fuck. And he notices her and he goes up and approaches her. He approaches her and the conversation is flowing. And she's horny as fuck. All that tension that's built up in her. Oh, that tension is there. And then that young boy invites her over to his house after. And he digs that gut right. She comes for the first time in 11 years. She comes for the first time in 2 years of you guys being together. And then now she's hooked on that young boy. Fellas, here's the issue. One, we as men, right, we jumping into shit too fast. 2 weeks in and she's already your girlfriend. 2 weeks in, you're already married to her. You don't even know her last name. You don't even know whether she's religious or not. You don't even know what her future goals are, but you're in a relationship with her. It proves that women don't communicate their needs and wants with their man. They expect him to know. Like she said, I expect him to know. But if he thinks he's doing a good job and you're not telling him, he's not gonna fucking know. He's not gonna know. He's gonna think he's doing all the right things. Whereas the guy who's digging you out properly, that's the guy you're giving all the feedback to when you should be giving it back to your man. I don't care what a woman says. A woman can't tell me, oh, it doesn't matter, the sex doesn't matter, as long as he can do other things, as long as he can eat my pussy properly. I don't mind. I can do without the sex. Oh, I've got my vibrator, I've got my dildo. I don't need, the sex isn't important as long as he can do other things, finger me right, eat me right, all that bullshit. I've always said nothing feels better than the real thing. Nothing feels better than the man that's on top of you and he's digging you right. Lack of communication ruins a lot of good things. A lot of things that could be easily fixed. Easily fixed. But the thing about a good digging, here's the psychological thing about a good digging, right? About fucking your woman right. If your woman doesn't lust for you, if you're not that guy, if you don't have that supreme confidence, if you don't have that swagger, that masculine energy, if you don't have that aura about you, if your woman doesn't respect you, if she doesn't admire you, you can never be that guy who digs her guts right. And that's why I preach a lot of things I preach. If you're not that guy who has that swagger about him, to you, dog, you can never be that guy to her. And then you can never dig the guts right. If she doesn't respect you, if she doesn't admire you, if she doesn't see you as a man, the motion in the ocean doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. If your woman doesn't lust for you, you can never dig her guts right. You can never be that man to her. And that's just the psychological part of it. Lack of communication ruins a lot of good things. And women like good sex. Whether you want to believe it or not, but if you don't want to believe it, that's cool. Reality is always going to hit you. I've said it. And Jada just keeps embarrassing Will Smith. But hey, I'm looking forward to the interview. I'm looking forward to seeing and proving everything I preach is facts. Anyways, I don't want to make this video long. It's supposed to be short, simple. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up in the DM, fellas. I'm out.